Have you ever wondered why Hawaii, an idyllic paradise of sun, sand, and surf, is the most expensive state to live in? Is it the cost of importing goods, the high housing prices, or simply the price one pays for living in paradise? Perhaps it's the limited land and high demand that's driving up the costs. These are some of the intriguing questions we'll delve into today. So, are you ready to uncover the hidden truths behind Hawaii's high cost of living? Stick around, and you'll find out why. Imagine living in paradise, sipping on a coconut, gazing at the endless ocean. But paradise comes with a price. Let's call it the paradise tax. Indeed, the name paradise tax sounds whimsical, but it's a very real concept. It's the economic principle that highlights the higher cost of living in desirable locations like Hawaii. It's the premium you pay for the privilege of enjoying life in a place where others merely vacation. So let's dive into this a bit. You see, in the world of economics, goods and services are priced based on supply and demand. When a place is as attractive as Hawaii, with its stunning beaches, warm climate, and unique culture, demand to live there increases. And when demand increases without an equivalent rise in supply, prices go up. That's the paradise tax in action. Here's a concrete example. The cost of groceries in Hawaii is about 60% higher than the national average. A gallon of milk that costs $3 on the mainland might set you back over $5 in Hawaii. Add up these differences over a year, and you'll see just how much the paradise tax can cost. But it's not only groceries. Utility costs in Hawaii are also much higher than the rest of the country. The cost of electricity, for instance, is nearly triple the national average. And don't even get started on gasoline prices, which are among the highest in the nation. And why is this the case? Well, Hawaii is an isolated archipelago in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Everything, from food to fuel, has to be shipped in, which drives up costs. And remember, these costs are then passed on to consumers. That's you and me, folks. The paradise tax also extends to services. From haircuts to house cleaning, services in Hawaii are more expensive, primarily due to the higher cost of doing business in the state. So, paradise tax is real and hefty, but it's not the only reason Hawaii is so expensive. You see, Hawaii is an island, and islands have unique challenges. One of the biggest is the cost of importing goods. That's right. For those of us living on the mainland, getting products from one place to another is just a matter of loading them on a truck and driving them across state lines. But for Hawaii, it's a whole different ballgame. Almost 90% of all goods consumed in Hawaii are imported. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly 9 out of every 10 items you see on the shelves have been shipped in from elsewhere. This is due to the fact that Hawaii is over 2,000 miles away from the nearest continental landmass. That's like driving from New York City to Denver, Colorado. Now imagine having to transport all of your groceries, clothes, appliances, and even your car across that distance. And not just on a straight highway, but across the vast Pacific Ocean. Shipping costs alone can make everyday items significantly more expensive. And it's not just the distance, but also the limited shipping options that add to the cost. Let's take a look at some numbers. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2023, the price of groceries in Honolulu was nearly 60% higher than the national average. A gallon of milk in Honolulu can cost up to $8, while on the mainland it's around $3. But it's not just food that's more expensive. Gasoline prices are consistently higher in Hawaii, and the cost of energy is nearly double the national average. This is because Hawaii relies heavily on imported oil for its energy needs. And remember, these costs trickle down to virtually every aspect of life in Hawaii. From the restaurant where you dine to the hotel where you stay, businesses have to pass on these high import costs to their customers. So, when you think about it, it's not just the sunsets and beaches that come with a premium price tag in Hawaii. Import costs significantly contribute to the high cost of living, but there's more to the story. Scene script. Have you ever dreamt of owning a beachfront property in Hawaii? Well, be prepared to pay a premium. Living in Hawaii is like living in a picturesque postcard, but the price for this beauty is quite steep, especially when it comes to housing. Whether you plan to rent or buy, the cost of housing in Hawaii is significantly higher than in most other US states. To put things into perspective, the median home price in Hawaii is more than double the national average. Imagine this. While you could buy a 4-bedroom house in many parts of the mainland, the same amount of money would barely get you a small condo in Honolulu. The high prices are not just limited to buying properties. Even renting a place to live in Hawaii can make quite a dent in your wallet. The reasons behind these sky-high housing costs are many. First, there's the obvious, land scarcity. Hawaii is made up of islands, and there's a limited amount of land that can be used for housing. This scarcity drives up the prices. Second, there's the demand. Hawaii's tropical climate, beautiful beaches, and laid-back lifestyle attract people from all over the world. Many are willing to pay a premium to live in this paradise. And third, there's the cost of building. Constructing a home in Hawaii is more expensive than on the mainland. Everything from the materials to the labor costs more due to the state's remote location, so whether you're a renter or a buyer, expect to pay top dollar for housing in Hawaii. It's a significant factor in why the cost of living is so high in this island paradise, but it's not the only reason. Remember, living in Hawaii is like living in a dream, and dreams, especially those as beautiful as this, often come with a hefty price tag. High housing costs are a major factor, but there's one more piece to this puzzle. Scene script. Hawaii is a small place with a big demand. The high demand and limited land contribute to the high cost of living. Let's take a moment to explore how this works. Imagine, if you will, a small, isolated island in the vast Pacific Ocean. This is Hawaii, a chain of islands that altogether only amount to around 6,423 square miles. To put that into perspective, that's just slightly larger than the state of Connecticut. Yet despite its relatively small size, Hawaii is a place of great allure. Its stunning landscapes, tropical climate, and unique culture draw people from all over the world. From retirees seeking a sunny place to spend their golden years, to young professionals looking for a change of scenery, to tourists who fall in love and decide to stay, the demand for a piece of paradise is high. Now let's consider the principle of supply and demand. When the demand for a commodity, in this case land, exceeds the supply, which is fixed and limited in Hawaii, the price inevitably rises. The same principle applies to the housing market. With a scarcity of available land for new development, the competition for existing homes and properties is fierce, causing housing prices to skyrocket. According to data from the U.S. Census Bureau, the median value of owner-occupied housing units in Hawaii from 2015 to 2019 was around $637,000. That's the highest median value in the entire United States, significantly more than in California, which has the second highest median value. This high demand and limited land availability also affect rental prices. The median gross rent in Hawaii is higher than anywhere else in the country. It's not just the cost of buying a home that's high, it's the cost of living, period. Limited land and high demand paint a clear picture of why Hawaii is so expensive. It's a paradise, yes, but living in paradise comes with a hefty price tag. So there you have it. The paradise tax, import costs, high housing costs, and limited land with high demand all contribute to Hawaii's high cost of living. Let's take a moment to wrap everything up. The paradise tax, a term coined to encapsulate the high cost of living in a place as beautiful and desirable as Hawaii, is a significant contributor. The allure of the island state's sun-soaked beaches, stunning landscapes, and unique culture often comes at a price. In addition to this, the geographical isolation of the islands necessitates the import of many goods. Everything from food to furniture arrives at a premium, driving up the cost of daily living. Next, housing costs in Hawaii are among the highest in the nation. With limited land and a high demand for property, prices escalate, making homeownership a dream for many. And finally, the limited land and high demand scenario. Hawaii's finite landmass and its desirability make it a hot commodity. The high demand for this limited resource drives up costs across the board, from real estate to rental prices. These factors combined make Hawaii the most expensive state to live in. But despite these challenges, the charm and allure of Hawaii remain undiminished. Hawaii may be a paradise, but living there comes with a hefty price tag. One thing's for sure though, it's a price many are willing to pay for a slice of heaven.